What made you realize how broken the system really is? The hospital charged me $47,000 for my son's emergency surgery. Then I found out they did the exact same procedure on a senator's kid for free as a charity case. My 12-year-old broke his arm skateboarding last March. Compound fracture, bone sticking through skin. We rushed to the ER at St. Mary's because it was closest. The surgeon was great. Standard procedure, he said. 3 hours of surgery, 2 titanium plates, 1 night observation. Your son will be good as new. Then the bill arrived 6 weeks later. $47,382. I stared at those numbers until my eyes watered. Our insurance covered exactly $3,000. The rest was on us. I called the billing department immediately. Is there financial assistance? The woman sounded bored. You can apply for hardship forgiveness. I filled out 17 pages of paperwork. Bank statements, tax returns, pay stubs, everything. We made $52,000 last year. I'm a teacher. My wife's a nurse aide. 2 weeks later, application denied. You exceed the income threshold by $2,000. The limit is $50,000. I started working double shifts at summer school, sold our Honda, moved from our 3-bedroom to a tiny apartment. My wife picked up weekend shifts at a second nursing home. The payment plan was $800 monthly. We were drowning. 6 months later, my coworker Sarah mentioned her neighbor's kid had broken his arm too. Same exact injury as your son, she said. Also went to St. Mary's for surgery. How much did it cost them? I asked, expecting sympathy. Nothing. Some special charity program covered everything. My stomach dropped. What's their last name? Henderson. Nice family. The dad works for Senator Williams. I knew that name. Senator Williams sat on every major committee. His chief of staff would make serious money. That night, I couldn't sleep. I started digging online. St. Mary's had to publish their charity care reports annually. Public record. I found it on page 47. Henderson, Michael Jr., emergency orthopedic surgery. Total charges, $46,190. Patient responsibility, $0. Qualifying hardship case. My hands were shaking. I cross-referenced with public salary databases. Michael Henderson Sr., chief of staff to Senator Williams. Annual salary, $340,000. I called St. Mary's billing the next morning. I need to understand something. How did someone making $340,000 qualify for charity care when my family didn't at $52,000? Dead silence. Then, I'll need to transfer you to administration. 5 transfers later, I reached some director. That case involved special circumstances we can't discuss due to privacy laws. Privacy laws don't apply when I'm asking about qualification criteria, not medical details. Click. They hung up. I was furious. I printed everything. The Henderson charity approval, our denial letter, public salary records, Senator Williams's financial disclosure forms showing his net worth. I drove to St. Mary's and asked to speak with the CEO. He's unavailable, the receptionist said without looking up. Then I'll wait. I sat in their marble lobby for 4 hours. Security eventually asked me to leave. That night, I posted everything on St. Mary's Facebook page. Just a simple question. Can someone explain how a family making $340K qualifies for charity care, while a family making $52K gets denied? I included screenshots of all the documents. By morning, it had 847 shares. By afternoon, 3,200. The local news called that evening. We'd like to do a story about hospital billing practices. Can you come in tomorrow? The segment aired Thursday night. Tale of 2 families when charity care isn't fair. They interviewed both families. The Hendersons declined to comment. Friday morning, the state attorney general's office called. We're opening an investigation into St. Mary's charity care practices. Are you willing to cooperate? Turns out I wasn't the only one. Dozens of families came forward with similar stories. All denied assistance while politically connected families got free care. The real bombshell came during the investigation. Senator Williams had sat on St. Mary's board of directors for 8 years. His grandson's charity case approval happened the same week they denied my application. 2 weeks later, our phone rang. Mr. Rodriguez, this is St. Mary's billing department. We've reviewed your case and found an administrative error. Your balance has been forgiven. Administrative error. Right. Senator Williams resigned from the hospital board. The CEO was fired. The state imposed new oversight requirements for charity care approvals. Sometimes the system only breaks when you shine enough light on it.